And there are people here who greeted you with a smile, who are trying to help you get your resume together, who are encouraging you. So when you feel like nobody's on your side, remember those people along your journey, along your trail that stopped to help you. The guy who had a restaurant at home in Asheville, North Carolina, when I would pass by his shop every day walking almost 4 miles to school, and yes, this ain't a joke, 4 miles to school, he would tap on the window. His name was Mr. Tom. He owned a hot dog stand, a little cafe. Every morning, he would tap on that window and tell me to come in. An old Greek man. But somehow, that was his way of giving to me. That was one of the refueling stations because somehow he knew this kid's going to school hungry today. So he tapped on that window. I would go in and he'd give me a quick morning sausage sandwich or a cheeseburger. There are people you're going to meet along your way that are going to encourage you. You need to absorb that because the world's going to beat the out of you. So you need all of the help you can get. And do not be afraid to hug the person that helps you. But remember, you're hugging them as a thank you, not as a victim. I want you to write this down because not that they will call you a victim, but your self-worth will sometimes make you feel like getting help, I'm a victim. No, you're getting better. And when you get better, you're going to help somebody else. So, we got 2 things we shared. 1, never give in, never give out, never give up. 2, what was the first one I gave you? That was the most important one you'll ever give. What was it?
I mean, we have to do the thing.
Take your time. I want you to say it.
The thing that I want.
Okay. Now, we're going for jobs. Anybody here going for jobs? Couple things I want you to do. Always make eye contact. I'm a hiring manager. I was. I worked for a very large company, and I had to interview a whole lot of people. One of the things I looked for was who looked me in the eye. That told me where they were at. Victims shake hands and look downward. Warriors shake hands and look straight ahead. The only thing that's standing in the way of my job is my handshake and you. I got the handshake, I just need you to get out the way. So what I want you to do is practice every day shaking somebody's hand with a firm grip and looking them in the eye. They know now I'm serious about what it is I want. So questions on those 2? Because we're just going to talk. Yes, ma'am.
I've been in situations where I'm shaking your hand and I'm looking you in the eye, but you're not doing it to me.
Well, the great thing about my son's handshake, both of my boys and my daughters, they're going to make sure you look at them. They're going to make sure when I go in for a handshake, I get right up in your space. You know what will get somebody's attention? Get in their space. Get in their space, excuse me. Come on. What's your name?
Shelly.
Hi, Shelly. How are you? No, you're fine. How you doing, Miss Shelly?
I'm doing wonderful.
Now, give me an example. Give us an example of what happens when those people do what they say. Just give me an example.
Hi, how are you doing? I'm Shelly. How are you?
Okay, now how do they do you?
Yeah, hi. And they're not even gripping my hand. It's like,
Okay. I want you to do that, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Hi, I'm Rick Terry. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Please forgive me, but I'm used to doing business with people I can look in the eye.
Oh, okay.
See, when you want your success, you can't let anything stop you. If they're not interested in you, can you imagine what happens if you don't take advantage of that moment? Which leads me to my 3rd. You only get, if you're lucky, a few moments in your life. A job interview is one of those moments. You can't let nothing, say nothing.
Nothing.
Say nothing.
Nothing.
You can't let nothing interfere with you getting that job. You can't go, oh God, here we go again. We don't know what kind of day this person had. We have no clue what they've been through. Maybe they got in an argument with their spouse. Maybe they were in a wreck. Maybe they got a meeting where they might be getting fired. That's none of your business. The only thing you know is I got to get this person's attention. I'll give you a story. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you a story. Every morning, every single morning, there's a lion that wakes up and says, today, I must outrun the slowest gazelle, or I will starve to death. And that in that same space and in that same time, a gazelle wakes up and says, this morning, I must outrun the fastest lion, or I will be killed and eaten. My friends, it does not matter whether you are the lion or the gazelle. The only thing that matters is that you must get up and run as if your life depends on it. And so that means I can't let anybody or anything, I can't let my menstrual cycle, I can't let my migraine, I can't let my lack of education, I can't let the fact that I've bombed on 3 interviews. Today is the most important day, and I will win today. That's the attitude you have to go. How do you know? Because I'm armed and I'm dangerous. I sacrificed my time, I invested on Saturday so I could make sure my resume was right, and that's the next thing I want to share with you. I love programs like this. The danger in programs like this, however, is that sometimes these programs, instead of being a resting place, they become a living place. They were never designed to be a living place. They are a refueling place. You come here to get refueled, and then you got to get back out. So when you come here, don't just get your resume looked at. Understand what every word they helped you put on your resume. It is crucial that you understand every single word that's on there. It is crucial that you know how to place them properly. It is crucial that you learn. And the reason why you want to learn, because it's nothing like being able to learn something to go teach somebody else to get paid for it while you're going through yourself. See, if you pay attention to them showing you how to properly arrange your resume, you can set up with your girlfriends and your friends, hey, I can help you do your resume for $25. I'll let that sink in. How many people could use $25 to $75 a week just in looking at other people's resume? I mean, just the people who need it. Just, y'all rich people, put your hands down. Who needs it? Who? And here's the great thing about it. You don't have to go to the DC Community College or the Prince George. These people are volunteering to teach you how to do a resume. Don't just get your resume done, but learn how to do it so you can sustain yourself while you're going through it. I'll let that sink in for a minute. But that's what you have to do. Now, let's talk about the most important thing about your success, and then I'll get out of your way. One of the things I did for the first part of my life out on my own, something called self-sabotage. Every time I took 3 steps forward, I did something that I should not have done, and it pushed me 5 steps back. Now I gotta work twice as hard to get back to where I was. And because no one ever pulled my coattail and said, hey, you're really good at what you do, but you're killing yourself by going backwards too much. You get going, you really get it going, and all of a sudden, now you don't want to get out of bed. You finally get that job, and you're on that 90-day probation, and now you're showing up late. No, once you get there, that's when you really show out. Most people I've seen that come from temp agencies that we hire off the street when I was in corporate America, you could tell they really wanted the job. You could tell they really needed the job. And then 3 weeks in, 6 weeks in, 6 months in, it starts off at 5 minutes late. Then they don't come in. When you get there, that's when you show out. Write down, show up, and show out. How do you show out? Be the first person there every day. Be the last one to leave. And I don't call that kissing butt. I call that I'm not surviving. I'm going to learn how to thrive. And then learn the job you were hired to do, and then peek at the job that's in front of you. There's nothing like having a goal, and that means having something in front of you. Even at my